or you sip tea and biscuits, or you take a quick snack, while they're in their rooms, okay? So it allows you some time to do this. So I don't want to include myself in any room so that there will be partiality. I want to assign automatically. I don't want anybody to choose their room. Now, assign automatically is random. Assign manually. Now, if you're assigning manually, I use this sometimes. If you're assigning manually, you know the students. You know where you want to put anyone. You know who and who you want to put together. You want to separate two friends that are noisemakers. You don't want to put them together. You can separate them. That is what assign manually does for you. Then the last one says, let participants choose. What does that mean? If your participants will choose the room, the participant will look at the room and decide, let me enter room A. Since room A is talking about osmosis, discuss osmosis. I think I'm strong with osmosis. For example, if the task is room A, you discuss osmosis. Room B, you discuss diffusion. Room C, you discuss that. You understand? You just separate it. So the students are free to choose which one they want to go into. You understand? Then if you look at down here, it's telling me that I will have 4 to 5 participants per room, so that you will have a little bit of awareness. The size of your room size is very, very important. So you go to create. So I want to assign automatically. I don't know. I know some of you. I don't know some of you. So we are knowing ourselves today is a very good thing. So I don't have any, what do we call it now? Basis for which to categorize you. This is just for practice. So I'll just create. Now, pay attention to this again. Can you see this? It has given me everybody in the room. Room 1, I didn't name the room. Room 1 is telling me Blessing Itata is there, John Adole is there, Mohammed Salis is there, Okuigwe Isaiah is there, Shadeland Tutors is there. That is our moderator is there. Now, that is room 1. I can rename room 1, or I can just delete room 1. If I delete room 1, all these people will go and enter other rooms. Are we together? It will redistribute them into other rooms. So these are some things that you can do. There are 5 people. Then I'll go to room 2. Akase is there. Chinenye is there. Eric is there. Onuzilike Chinelo, Jennifer is there. Then Dimfna Adaku is there. Then Eze Sunday is there. Maxwell Chidebere is there. Onyebuchi Nkemdelim is there. Now, somehow, while I'm doing this, I'm calling roll call. When I'm calling your name, there's a good feeling you have when it's your name that is called. Okay, you're an adult. You may not enjoy it as much as children. Children actually enjoy it when their names are called. So it is a deliberate thing to make your class interactive. So room 4, we have Chinedu Uzo. We have Commissioner. Commissioner. Then we also have Ngozi Eze Onyebuchi. Then we have Nnamdi Onyelobi Chika. Now, these are the people in room 4. From here now, I can tell who attended this class and who did not attend. Are we together? So if I like, I can recreate the room. I don't even like this arrangement. For example, Eze Sunday and Maxwell in the same room. No, these two will make noise. I will recreate. So I'll tap on recreate, the same thing. Then I'll recreate. Now, let me see if Eze Sunday and Maxwell are in the same room. Notice that Maxwell is in room 1 now. But Eze Sunday, let's look for where Eze Sunday is. Eze Sunday is in room 4. You understand? So with recreate, you can reshuffle the arrangement so that 2 people you do not want to be together will be separated. Are we together? Then, if I want, I can add another room. I feel like, let me add another room and put so and so and so and so persons there. You understand? So I can add another room. Are we together now? So that is for add room. Now, open all rooms. Let me look for options. Let's go to the options. Now, pay attention to the options, please. Participants to choose room. No. If you are teaching a group of students, choose the room for them. Don't allow them to choose unless you have a reason for them to choose the room or there is something. You understand what I mean? You are in control. Allow participants to return to the main session at any time. That means a student can leave their room at any time. They are done, then they leave. Don't allow it. Don't check it for any reason. Don't even check that one for any reason. Why? Every participant should remain there and join their team to do the work. You know, these are students. Some of them will just feel like, they are not even paying attention to me. Let me leave. Stay there. You must learn to work with people. Interpersonal skill is very, very important. Tolerance and other things are very, very important skills that our children must learn. So don't allow them to run away from any room. The next one says automatically move all assigned participants into breakout rooms when breakout rooms are opened. Yeah, I've already talked about that. Include waiting room participants. Now, if there are some people you suspended from your class because they were making noise, you remove them briefly, but you want them to participate in this activity, you can include them. If you tap on this, they'll be part of this activity. After that activity, they'll go back to their class suspension. All right. So you include participants in the waiting room so that you don't leave anybody behind. Then automatically move all selected participants into breakout rooms to main session. Automatically. Now, automatically means everybody will come out of their rooms. That's when the time is up. Everybody will just burst out of their room and come to the main room where we are now. Remember, you have not entered the rooms. Look at this. I have not opened the rooms yet. It's when I open it that everybody will enter their rooms. I'll make it very brief so that it will just be just 1 minute. Then everybody will fall back out. So when you enter your rooms, within 1 minute, open your microphone, say hello to everybody there. You can exchange pleasantries. If you want me to make it 2 minutes, you can give me thumbs up. If I get up to 4 thumbs ups or 5 thumbs ups from different people, then I can make it. I've already taught you how to use what do you call it? How to use icons, how to use all those thumbs ups and flowers and everything. So it's thumbs up. If I get 4 thumbs up, we're going to do 2 or 3 minutes. But if I don't get, oh, Mohammed is giving me more than thumbs up. Oh, okay, Mohammed is still Mohammed. If I get up to 4, Chinedu, now I'm engaging you. Who else? John Adole is saying we should do up to 2 minutes. John Adole is saying we should do up to 2 minutes. Chineye is saying we should do up. Wow, beautiful. Okay, we are going to make it 2 minutes. You see, that is engaging students. That is Onyebuchi. You see, we are you sure we are not going to make this thing 3 minutes? But because we are going to do it again for a different activity, let's leave it at 2 minutes. Okay. Thank you very much for your participation. Thank you very much for your following and attention. So, oh, sorry. I'm still on the options. So now the next thing says breakout room close automatically after 2 minutes. You can edit that. I can make that 20 minutes. Can you see that? I can't say it. Thank you very much. I can make that 20 minutes, right? But I want to leave it at 2 minutes so that because we'll do it again at 2 minutes. Then notify me when time is up. Yes, I want to be notified. Meanwhile, I've made this 2 minutes. I want to be notified when the time is up. Count down after closing breakout rooms. So what happens is that after 2 minutes, the breakout room will warn you and it will start counting down. It will warn you that your time is ending, your time is ending. Then I'll choose how many seconds I want that countdown to work. So these are things you can do. It makes your class very, very interesting, right? So set countdown timer. So let me make it 30 seconds, or let me just reduce that to 10 seconds. When you see that, you know that you have only 10 seconds and your meeting ends. Okay, let me make it 30 so that you can quickly finish up what you're doing. Okay, so that is that. So I've already set up my option. So I want to open all rooms now. Please, when I open the rooms, the only activity for this breakout room is unmute your microphones. When you unmute your microphones, introduce yourselves. You can organize yourselves and make it. I will enter your breakout room to see what you are doing. Organize yourselves, do it one by one. You can tell each other what you have benefited from this training, what you didn't know before that you've just learned, or what you knew but you forgot, or what you just express in few seconds something about this training. Then you mute, another person will take up like that, but we have 2 minutes, remember. So let's fire on. I'm opening the rooms now and go. Thank you very much. So mute yourselves. Thank you very much. That was a very brief. Again, I want to apologize. You see how interesting the breakout room can be. And I want to apologize for the abrupt break in transmission. We have to continue, right? So you can imagine how engaging that will be. You put your students in a group, tell them what to do. They begin to rub minds. They come back and they give you feedback. So usually when you come back like this, we are all in the same hall now. Everybody's back. Teamwork has finished. So it is presentation time. So if I begin to ask you now, in your presentation, what did you contribute? What did anybody benefit from you in that your small group? You see that your students will feed back. They have something to say. They have something to say. Are we together? So I believe that with what you are picking up today, your class is going to be far more interactive than it was before. And let me tell you something that happens. I am a teacher. I've taught for 20-something years, and I can tell you this for free. Take it to the bank. It is very easy for people to learn new skills, then dump it. I know there are so many people that will attend so many seminars. Every seminar that comes out, they will attend. They'll feel so excited, they'll feel so great, but they dump it, they don't practice it. Please, when you finish this, practice. If you don't know how to practice, let me tell you what to do. You have cousins, you have nieces, you have nephews that are encourage them, tell them you are going to teach them online. Tell them you do it for free. Your uncles, your aunties, they'll be very happy with you. You understand? One, you are giving them value. Two, they will feel so great. They are so happy that, hey, this one so thought of us, and my child is preparing for WAEC, and uncle so and so says he will help. That is wonderful. Number three is that you are sharpening your own sword. You are getting better. Are we together? So it can never be overemphasized. Don't dump these things. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few other things. You can, there is whiteboard. You can see whiteboard for me there. Then you can see apps. Now, these apps, I'm not going to waste so much time on it because these apps has its own training entirely. I will not lie to you. If we start looking at these apps, we are going to spend a lot of time. And I want us to take a 15 minutes break. Let me stop this here. Yeah. Now, I want us to take 15 minutes break. Now, in this 15 minutes break, I want us to go through what we have learned. Go through what you have learned because you are going to apply it. That we don't waste time. Welcome back from your break. Then there is something else I want us to look at. Interactive tools. Interactive tools. We sent you quickly. We sent you some applications that we said we should download. And we are hoping that you have downloaded them because these are applications that will be very, very useful. Very, very useful as far as this work is concerned, teaching online is concerned. You need all these applications. You need all, and even more, because we didn't even send all. So I'm going to talk briefly about these applications, then we are going to move on. But first, let's look at these interactive tools. First, we are going to talk about Kahoot. We'll talk about Kahoot. Kahoot turns review questions into a fast-paced game show style. It will convert it to a game, a competitive game. And at the end of the day, with a leaderboard, everybody's score will show. And, your students will be so engaged. In fact, this is so interesting. Everybody should go and learn it. Write the name down. Go and learn how to use it. We cannot finish it in this class. Go and learn how to use it and start using it. Kahoot. Convert all those assessments you give them, all those questions you give, especially for children in primary, nursery. You may not have children in nursery on Zoom, but you may have students in primary, even secondary. Make this a game. If you make it a game, if you put a game in every class, no student will miss your class. I can take that to the bank. No student will miss your class. I can assure you of that, right? So it works best for quick recall of facts and formula at the start or end of the lesson. And it's energetic. And its energetic format is highly effective at re-engaging a class that is losing focus. You understand? At a point you feel like your students are not engaging adequately again, they are beginning to relax, they are not attentive anymore, then you quickly put in this game. Everybody will become very active, and yeah, just go and look up Kahoots and you'll understand what I mean. There are many of them. Blue Cat. Okay, Blue Cat is one of them. There are so many tools. I can't finish naming them here. There are just so many tools you should learn how to use. If I start listing all of them here, this training is going to take another 2 hours. So let's stick to that. So go and learn some of these engaging tools. Now, polls and quizzes very quickly. Polls and quizzes for engagement. We have already talked about it. One more poll, mid-lesson poll. You can use poll at the beginning, okay? At the beginning of the class. Anonymous options reduce fear of wrong answers. For example, in the polls now, it doesn't show you who answered. It doesn't show you the score, anybody's score. What it shows you is the percentage of people that answered correctly and the percentage of people that chose the wrong option. And you understand? So it gives you an X-ray of how many people are following the class. It cannot be overemphasized. Very, very important tool. Are we together there? Then real quick, we'll look at the breakout rooms. I don't want to go over it so much again. Let's just rush through it. We have a material we'll send to you to look at. Now, in the breakout room, you will set clear task before you break out room. You will set time. You will assign roles. You will tell them what they are supposed to do. If you want somebody to be the leader, you want one of them to be the script, the person writing. You want one of them to be the person gathering this. Assign roles. You know your students. Assign roles, then debrief together at the end. Bring back everybody to class, then discuss the entire details together, the entire activity together. That's for the breakout room. Then this is engaging techniques. Now, I want everybody to pay attention to this. This is very, very important. Cold call by name. Cold call by name. Please, when you want to ask a question, even if it is a private Zoom class, call your students by name. Everybody likes their name. Everybody likes their name. You understand? Call them by name. Yeah, Abdul. So, Abdul, what do you think about this? Abdul comes out and Abdul starts talking. This same Abdul will not be able to say anything in his regular class. This same Abdul will not even say a word in his regular class, but you are punching out the Abdul in Abdul. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. You are bringing in the real capacity because he has seen a forum. You have created a forum where he can express himself freely. Then next, chunk your talking. Have direction instruction at 8 to 10 minutes before switching activity type. You don't keep talking. You talk small, you put activity. Talk small, put activity. All right? That's why we are teaching all these activities. Then vary your voice. Oh, vary your voice. See, do you know that when you are whispering, when you start doing something like this, when you start whispering like this, people that their earphones, you see them adjusting their earphones. What is he saying? I want to hear what he's saying. You, how are you feeling as I'm talking like this? It has a way of bringing everybody's attention. So you must vary your tone. These are key things that you bring into class. Even in regular class, sometimes you begin to whisper. A teacher will come to class, the class is rowdy. You are bringing your own voice to be on top of the student's voice. Sometimes all you need to do is bring down your voice. It has a way of weakening their voice. Everybody will now want to know what you are saying. So they bring down their voice and they become quiet and attentive. Are we together now? So vary your voice. Now, peer interaction. Allow peer interaction. That's what we are doing with breakout rooms. Now, visible progress. Show a lesson roadmap. If you give them their scheme, or if they have their scheme, or you have given them from the beginning what they are going to cover. Like now, I showed you here that we are now in section 3, where we are talking about interactive tools, right? Engaging tools. So you know where we are, and you know we are rounding up. So let them know how far they have gone, how far the class has gone. Then the last one say real world link. Tie what you are teaching to what is important to the children. Sometimes you disengage from children because they are here, you are talking there. Sometimes some students will say, our teacher is lecturing. You are not connecting with them. For example, if I'm talking to a student in SS3, and I keep talking about when I'm teaching, I say something like, you see, this is a typical why question. This is a typical why question. And when I'm reading the question, immediately I say this is a typical why question. Every distraction that is holding that child is going to leave that child. And the student will want to know what is that thing uncle wants to say that is linked to WAEC. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So try to link it to their interest, link it to what they are, they are interested in. So you have to be very intentional about that. So common mistakes to avoid. Let's do that real quick. Common mistakes to avoid. Talking non-stop, 30 minutes, you are yapping. Do you understand? You don't even hear whether they say yes or no. You just keep talking. I see that even within my talking, I engaged you a little. We did the doodling, we wrote, we did breakout rooms, we used our polls, we answered a few questions, and we are going to use the poll again shortly. All right? We answered a few questions and so on and so forth. So you see, all these things actually make your class interactive. Don't just keep talking. 30 minutes you are talking. What are you saying? Are you talking to a piece of wood? If you are talking to a human being, let them have their own contributions too. Ask them, what do they think? You understand? Sometimes what I do is I'll put something on my screen. I'll ask the student to read it. When they read, I'll ask them to interpret from their own understanding. What do they understand by what they are reading? What that thing they read? What sense? What do they even pick from it? You will know where they are, then you will know where to finish up. Are we together? You know where they are. You know if they picked anything at all from reading. You even know your students better that way. So don't just keep talking, engage them. Reading slides word for word instead of teaching from them. You know, if you just open slide and you're just reading it, after reading, you read, you even, oh God, how will I put it? You are not dictating notes. You are teaching. You are teaching that information. Okay, like this slide. Imagine that I open this slide and I just say talking nonstop for 30 plus minutes without a single interaction. Reading slide word for word instead of teaching from them. Ignoring the chat until will I make sense? Will I make sense? Would you just bust out of this class and go and do something? Teach from your slide. So real quick, next, ignoring the chat until the very end of the session is not very, very fantastic. That's why we were answering questions in between. In between, you can be taking questions. Don't just ignore their chats. Open the chat window by the side. If they chat, you see it, then respond, all right? That is also engaging. Then starting without testing audio, video, or shared contents first. Test your devices. Test your devices. This one I'm wearing on my head. I noticed that its microphone is not as sharp as that of the camera. If I didn't test it, I wouldn't know. I had to test to see that this one gives me a better sound. This one looks like it's breaking. You understand? So let me leave this one. Let me use the hearing, leave the microphone, and use the microphone of the. You understand? These are very, very crucial things you need to do. Assuming silence means understanding. Don't assume that the student is nodding means they understand. You're on your own. Running over time and rushing the closest summary. You need to calm down. You are teaching. You need to calm down. You are teaching. So let's proceed. Next, final stage, ethical use of artificial intelligence in education. We encourage, at Shadeland Tutors, we encourage the use of AI. AI is not supposed to replace you. AI is supposed to be your assistant. Imagine you have several assistants. One is writing lesson notes for you. One is writing lesson plan for you. One is designing pictures that you are going to use to explain a concept. The other one is making a short video about part of the concept. Within 30 minutes, your assistants have assembled all they can do. You bring out what they have done, give them correction, tell them to do it again, bring that. You understand? You are just using AI to make your work easier. So if you're a teacher and you're still using 2 days, they say submit lesson plan. You cannot submit lesson plan. Every time they're querying you on lesson plan is your fault. We are in 21st century. Lesson plan can be ready in 3 minutes. It can be ready in 3 minutes. It can be ready in 5 minutes. You understand? So we are going to look at how to use AI, but you have to use AI intelligently, so that it does not affect your cognitive. Because if AI now does every thinking for you, you don't have sense again. AI is one that has the sense. You are now the AI's assistant, and you'll be thinking that you are the one. You are now the assistant. So what are we trying to say? Use it intelligently. How? Artificial intelligence has come to stay. You must use it wisely. AI tools like Cloud and ChatGPT. We are going to use Cloud and ChatGPT. We told you to download Cloud and ChatGPT. I don't know if you did it. I don't know if you downloaded Cloud and ChatGPT. If you did, then you'll find this class more engaging in the next few minutes. So AI tools like Cloud and ChatGPT can support teaching, but ethical use depends on a few key principles. So let's look at these principles. Number one, human oversight. AI can draft content, but the teacher has to review, verify facts. AI makes mistakes, so verify facts and take final responsibility. Next, not an academic shortcut for students. You must understand that this is not an academic shortcut for students. It's not when you want to give assignment, you tell the students, go and use AI now. How can I give you assignment? You're not going to use AI. Are you in this 21st century? And in your mind, you are in the 21st century. You are pushing the children to, you are lowering their cognitive ability by subjecting them to a tool that will do thinking for them. The AI is not supposed to do the thinking for you. You understand? The AI is supposed to do the work fast for you. Then you use your thinking to say, no, this one is not appropriate based on your class now. This one is not appropriate. Let's remove this. This one, AI is talking about America, but we are in Nigeria now. So let me change it to Nigeria. You have to adjust. Then don't just tell students to go and use AI. As a matter of fact, students' use of AI should be limited. You must set clear rules on what students can and cannot use AI for. Otherwise, your students will just be using AI to do your assignments, use AI to do everything, and you think you have students, not knowing that it is AI answering your questions. So, bias and accuracy checks, AI can get facts wrong, reflect skewed perspectives. Always fact check before publishing or teaching from AI outputs. So, real quick, this is a very important note there. Not all students have equal access to AI tools. So I know that many of us are going to get excited. You just go to class, you say assignment, use AI to do this, use AI. Hey, please, don't go and destroy children. If you say use AI, some have access to it, some do not have access to it. Some, the best phone they have in their house is touch phone. Some have Android phone in their house, but they don't have access to it. So you must find a way to strike a balance. You understand? Design lessons so AI use doesn't widen gaps such that some people are getting it, some people are not getting it because the instruction you give strictly requires that they must have it. You understand? So you must strike a balance. I hope you understand what I mean there. Now, we are going to break out now. I hope everybody is hearing me. We are going to break out now. And this is your task. I hope you can see your task very well. We are going to break out into two groups. Group A, that will be group 1 or room 1, will use ChatGPT. Please bring out your pen and write this thing. Everybody will do it. Then when we come back after the breakout room, I will call somebody's name at random from group 1. You're going to tell me what you did, though. This one is going to last 10 minutes. This whole activity is going to last just 10 minutes. So copy it out now. Group A will use ChatGPT, while Group B will use Cloud. Group A will use ChatGPT. In this, create a 40-minute lesson plan. I want you to see how fast these tools can work for you and get you ready. Create a 40-minute lesson plan for SS2 chemistry on topic. Now, when you get to SS2, please, when you get to SS2, remove SS2. Put your own class, the class you teach. If you're not teaching yet, use the class you intend to teach. Then you see where I put chemistry. All those things in square brackets, change them to what suits your own teaching. When you do this and you get your result, many of us here know, but few of us who do not know, you see how you have been wasting your time when you have an assistant that can do it for you. So we are going to break out room. I believe you have all copied this. If you are using a phone, I advise you to screenshot. If you are using a laptop, I advise you to screenshot so that you can always refer to it, because I'm leaving this place now so that I'll go and set us up into our rooms. So you just find yourself in one room. If you find yourself in the room, if you have any question, ask anybody in the room. You are free. You can unmute yourself, ask any question. If somebody asks a question and you can answer, please answer. Hello. If somebody asks a question and you know the answer, please answer. I know the people that are in group 1. I know the people that will be in room 2. So I'm going to judge from what they have done. And because you do not know who are where, this is a competition. In case you do not know, let me make it clear. It's a competition. Room 1 and room 2. I'm not putting anybody in room 1. I'm not putting anybody in room 2. Wherever you enter, God has put you there. You walk. You do your work. Understand? So